Okay. Oh, that's how you do that. Okay. All right, all right. Waiting for my guy Ace to chime in here. If you are on Wi-Fi, plug into your. Try plugging in. Dang it. All right. Waiting on my guy. Peace and blessings, everybody. Haki Ami, the Success Scholar. I mean, just wanted to welcome you to my first. Well, is this my first or maybe my second? No, actually, this is my first StreamYard. So I'm excited about being here. Hopefully, everyone can see me. I may have to get my brother the clip. Let me see. If I don't have it, I'll do it like that. But it's a beautiful day. It's great to be alive. For those that may not have tuned in before, but it's great to be back and doing some lives. Let's see. I'm gonna have to send this to him just to make sure he has it. Or do I gotta let you in? I don't know. Hopefully you got it, brother. Princess at Gmail. ACE603 at Gmail. Alright, I'm getting a hang. I hope he got it. But so, as you see, we're going to have this conversation. Didn't want to do it by myself, but yeah. So, looking forward. Oh, I see how that is set up now. So, looking forward to this opportunity. Oh, there you go. Okay, brother. I see you. Let me. Oh, okay. All right. So, do a
What's
mic
going
check for me,
on?
brother.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You sounding good, brother. Sounding good.
All right,
Thank you.
perfect,
Thank
man.
you. Hold on. Let me play with some things here. Okay. Let me play with some things here.
That's
Just
what's
kind of.
up.
All right. Oh, okay. All right. That's cool. Okay.
I like how that look. That's a cool look.
What's that? I mean, just yeah.
How both of us was right there. That's pretty cool. You gotta show me how to do that.
Yeah, all right. Oh, that one do in, and let's see what this one do. That's I don't know, but all right. So we ain't gonna look like we, this is our first time on this particular platform, but we definitely not new to
Right.
this, but it's a great
Yeah.
opportunity. Haki Ami, the Success Scholar, here with my man Ace, Red Pill, the Black Order, Black Order podcast.
I have different ones for different views. This one's the black order. The order is real when you bring the order about chopping up information that's real in this universe that we're dealing with. And the topic today.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, man. So first, just put out your, your contact information. If anybody want to check you out on any other social medias
So anybody want to check me
before.
out? I'm on YouTube as the red pill awareness, but it's called the blue pill escape. Talking about
Right.
logical, critical thinking, views that's out here that we should question, we should want to know, and
Mm,
solving solutions. But the Black Order podcast is going to be more about dealing with things that's FDA and dealing with things that we need to bring solutions on, or things that we should have a discussion. What's the discussion? I'm more about I'm a problem solver. That's what I'm about, bro.
right. Yeah, no, so yeah, we definitely appreciate that. And I've known you for a few years, brother. We've enjoyed a lot of good conversations on many of these issues. And so, as you and it's just kind of blowing up in the media. I was
Yeah.
supposed to do some things with a sister, but we're gonna launch it off with you. My sister Stephanie gonna come back tomorrow because she has some interesting understanding of
Some
this. But
interesting
you know,
topics.
and I, so let me just first, as you see, people see either on my YouTube or my Facebook pages, my Harambe Books
Right.
page, or my Raising Consciousness and Capital page. So definitely encourage everybody to check those out, or my YouTube page where I'm streaming. But you see that I mean I was sort of aware of Kevin Samuels, a few weeks ago. I mean maybe about a month or so ago. I mean you mentioned him to me, like once or twice, and but before that I really didn't see him
Right.
or his work anywhere. But now, and I definitely didn't. I don't know who this other guy is, Derrick Jaxn. I feel like, man, I'm in like my own little world sometimes. I mean, I
Right.
don't know these people, but there's a lot of discussions about black male, black female relationships, and
True.
and you've been familiar with both of these people, but for the audience, and we kind of just gonna have a brother
Right.
conversation, and but I think most people are, I don't know how a lot of people feel. So just let people know who is Kevin. I'm sorry, not Kevin. We'll talk about him in a second.
Well,
But
Kevin
who is
Samuels has been like
yeah.
the new '90s relationship talk host, coach, life coach. Now he gives a lot of good feedback in different communities like the Manosphere and the Red Pill Midtown, or just different communities. So he's been the guy that's just been giving answers and solutions. Then we have the opposite of him. We have the Derrick Jaxn. So what's been happening?
You said the
Like
opposite of him.
yeah. Derrick Jackson
Okay,
is the
okay,
opposite. So Kevin Samuels is giving people the raw, real deal, and Derrick
okay.
Jackson is the one who's telling females that it's no accountability and nothing, and it's only men's fault, and men are narcissists, and men do this and men do that. And Kevin Samuels is like, well, look, you should be in shape. You should take care of your health. You should bring the part to be for a man that's high value. You shouldn't come like this if you think you want this type of man, because men don't operate like this. Derrick
Mm-hmm.
Jaxn, his theory is you could bring whatever to a man with baggage, problems, and drama, and a man should fix it. That should be his duty. If he doesn't fix it and he never goes along with it, then he's not a real man. So this is the reason
Mm-hmm.
why you see a lot of men are roasting Jackson, because for years he sold books and made books off going in on black men and going on
Ah.
men and turned men down.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why, like, you seeing the movement of all the memes of him and getting him, because he was just always be getting at dudes, and he was like what you call the new age life coach pastor. And
Okay.
so
Right. Right.
his
Right.
whole deal was men. His game would be like men are the sinners and men are the negotiators of doing bad, and women are not. And so that was sold for like the last 5 years, and it's a hustle. And
Mm-hmm.
we all know that if you want to sell game, you give it to people who are vulnerable. We know it's a market to sell stories to black females. So it's a market for that. It's a
Yeah.
business. And so he wanted the young tenderoni, and because he had a bologna sandwich at home, so he got
Wait a minute.
attracted.
Wait a minute. What you say?
He wanted a young tenderoni, and he
So
had a
wait.
bologna sandwich at home. I eat no pork, so I'm kosher,
So
but
wait a
for
minute. So
those who eat
how
pork,
so the okay. So he got a mistress. He had a
pretty much.
mistress for
He
like.
got a mistress, a couple of mistresses. I guess these are ones that he gave counseling sessions to,
Oh
or
really?
therapy love to. While he telling all of us that if you're a cheater or if you got a side chick, you wrong and you're sinful and you might go to hell. That was kind of like his preaching theories for years.
Ah.
So if you ever
Yeah,
go
no,
listen
I
to his
heard. I remember.
song,
Yeah,
yeah,
yep.
you know, you always see him doing them little quotes of what he do. So for years, so men now are trying to get at him because for years he sold, you know, fake hype to females, making them feel good off of things that didn't make sense. And what he was projecting about what men shouldn't do is what he was doing the whole time. So
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
why you see a lot of the men are clowning him and trying to get him. I mean, he was the king of simps. But like I tell everybody,
The
I mean,
king of
he's the king of
simps.
simp compared to, you know,
Yeah.
maybe Umar, and then like, you know, Umar is the conscious simp, King Kong simp, and then you have, you know what I'm saying? So you have a couple of different simps, but he ain't like the King Kong simp of RBG simp. The difference is he is the more
A
of a life
main.
coach simp.
Okay. A mainstream type of sip,
Right, right. But he's a
like
simp
a.
of like he's like a Black Joel Steen, giving you scriptures and
Oh.
confidence at the same time.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but that's what he was doing, and you know, I like they say, like I don't think he was attracted to his wife, but I get it. But I think that too that we
She
don't
was
know.
kind of cute, man.
Yeah, I mean, people was making fun of her, picking on
Let
her.
me look. Let
She
me
didn't have
look
a
her up,
bonnet
man.
on. She had a real hat on because I think she got
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
hair. But
Oh,
people
let me
kept
see
picking
that.
on her.
Yeah. Why would people pick it on her?
Man, I don't know. You know, this is the thing. I wish he like. I don't know if this is real or not because you know people love the juicy. The juicy
Mm-hmm.
is the thing. It's like soap opera. They live in Atlanta or wherever they live at. It's hype. But they say that he was married the whole time and he kept the single bachelor's house in, I guess in Florida or whatever the whole time while he was married or whatever. You know, like my take on it is that if it's real or not, I can't say. That's why I haven't put nothing on it. I just don't like the fact that other groups, there's other races, can't say something about him. It's only us black men can make that decision and not other groups. Because I saw other groups was trying to go in on him, and I'm like, well, y'all ain't even calling on people what y'all do in y'all group. And then I don't know if this is real, if it's real, because you know people love juiciness, and you know, as in the time we live in, good can be bad and bad can be good. Up can be down and
Mm-hmm.
down can be up. So you
Mm.
never know when people do stuff for publicity. But you know, if he was smart, he would have turned this around and used this as the Old Testament. Would have said, "Well, look, Abraham and Moses had concubines and other wives. That's what he should have did. That's what he should have
Mm-hmm.
had his wife say. That's what I would have said. Because see
Mm.
now they're trying to use this on him about, oh, we're gonna take him for everything. We're gonna sue. We're gonna just go tell. And I'm like, I'm looking at the lady. Like it was a lady who was talking about feminine nature. Like how y'all all gonna
Was
side with
that
the lady?
Tanya? Was that Tanya?
Yeah,
Tanya
yeah,
Key, Coach Tanya.
yes, yeah.
I just figured.
Yeah,
Okay.
her. And then you had the lady who so I was just like how y'all gonna go along with somebody who was a side chick who was looking to bring him down and you know was basically saying that he did all these things and now since they don't get no attention and no money or no love, that now y'all all going along with it. And I'm like, how is that logical? Y'all taking a side chick view. And so a guy said a good quote today. He says, well, look, all y'all are saying that, but at the end of the day, Derrick Jaxn is still married. You guys are not. Y'all don't even know what marriage is.
Mm.
And it's true. You
Mm-hmm.
know who said the best thing? Her name is the Inner Beauty. Yeah. Peace to Inner Beauty TV too. Inner Beauty Movement. That's her name
Oh,
on
really?
yeah, Inner Beauty. She's on Instagram. She's on Instagram and she's on YouTube. Inner Beauty Movement. Yo,
Can
she
you
said some cool quotes that
can
I
you see my
respect.
screen first? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I said it's perfect.
All right. No. I'm sharing the screen. I'm showing a picture of his wife, Danae Jackson. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can
I
see it.
don't.
I can see it.
All right. I just wanted to show it real fast. I'll unshare my screen, but for everybody
So
else.
she
But
says, so this is what Inner Beauty says. She says, Derrick Jaxn is proof that even the sexiest fine guys don't want the 8 or 9 or 10s. He treated the side hoe like a hoe and
say that.
got
I'm sorry. Say that again. Wait a minute.
so
Derek Johnson. Go ahead.
Derrick Johnson, like Derrick, she said Derrick Johnson is proof even the sexiest fine guys don't want the 8 or 9 or 10s. He treated the side hoe like a hoe, and she got mad and blew up the spot. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? This is, you know what I'm saying? This is the well, I know you can't say because of the light. But if you look up the Inner Beauty, she's on. I think she's friends with everybody she's friends with, and
Mm.
so people gotta understand that. You know, and I'm glad she went in about that. She said you cannot screw your way into a high society, but she had some good quotes that was really making sense. The notion that, you know what I'm saying, a stay-home mom, because I think people was going in on Derrick Jaxn's wife, and I don't know why, but because we don't really know what their situation was. No one really know their relationship issues.
Mm.
But to me, I think there was more that, you know, he was bored, and, you know what I'm saying, some of the other people did things that he liked and he wanted. And so prior to that, what I brought up from the first part, that he's the opposite of Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was telling women what they need to hear, not what they want to hear.
Mm.
Now, I co-sign a lot of shit Kevin Samuels say when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
logic thinking and masculinity. Now, what I don't co-sign on him, he made a statement the other day that Jason Black, you know what I'm saying, the T-Rex of talk, the Credible Hulk of talk, you know what I'm saying, that, and him and Donovan Sharp, and then Donovan Sharp just got caught up by white supremacists too. That was just,
Who?
I have to send
What's
you
his
that
name?
video. Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you that. So
Mm.
Kevin Samuels told black men that your blackness or race card is not an excuse to use that blame for dating.
Right.
But he don't understand the climate that we in,
Mm.
you know, it's white supremacy full effect. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody know the blacker you are, the darker you are, man, a brother walks in the room, everybody's choosing. That's just the way it rolls. It's been, we a sex symbol. But it's also racism behind us being sex symbols. That can get a lot
Mm-hmm.
of brothers hurt in human resources, and get a lot of brothers hurt in situations and racially profiling, because everybody know that we're the most attractive man on the planet. But
Mm-hmm.
and we represent masculinity to the
Mm.
fullest. So I don't know if that was the advice that I thought I would not think that he would have gave, but he gave that advice, and brothers was co-signing it. And I was just like, man, I don't know if I agree with that. I agree with most shit he say about how presentable men should come, being a high value, a high purpose man, you know. And Jason
Mm-hmm.
Black was the one who came up with that first. He took them talking points, because everybody
Mm-hmm.
keep want to give Kevin Samuels them talking points, but the Black Business Channel was the channel that promoted the high value man, and was called a man of value, or it was a person of being on their purpose, a producer, a top one producer. But that's what he was calling it, a top producer. Seven
Mm-hmm.
figure, six figure men, or men who on their grind, who want the best and have the best to offer. And for women too. So, you know, Jason Black would do the business channel all the time and promote high, you know, level people thinking, you know, pushing that
Mm-hmm.
movement, pushing that anarchy. But a lot of the red pill and a lot of the midtowns was watching him was secretly on the low, and then going back trying to repeat it and regurgitate that information and copy it. That's what happened.
Wow.
So that's why we seeing the take of all that. So what we see now with all the clout that he getting, truthfully, is it's Jason Black just watered down in the suit, the 3-piece suit.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Now I saw something. Uh, I mean, I just saw a video the other day. I don't know if you sent it to me, but apparently Tommy Sotomayor thinks that Kevin Samuels is stealing his material.
oh yeah,
So.
Tom. Well, you know, I gotta say, like, even him with all the things that he has done, he was the only one I knew on YouTube at the time that had three YouTube channels. I mean, no, he had 30 actually as a podcast. He
Mm-hmm.
was, you know, the only one who was pushing that at one time when people was picking on him, talking about he did. So I give it to him that he was the one who was a pioneer. I mean, we got a lot of pioneers. We got Phil the Advice Show before he changed his name. We had old Duke Jackson. You know what I'm saying? We had Kid Organic. So we had people, a lot of good, great content creators. But before
Mm-hmm.
all of them was Sergeant Willie Pete. So, you know, like,
Oh, Willie
you
D.
know, yeah, Sergeant Willie Pete. He was the first one who's to go in. He was like the first original, like he was between the Kevin Samuels and the Jason Black.
Okay. Okay.
So he was the original of getting on relationship topics. Now I understand, like, you know, my friend, you know, peace and love to Princess. You know, we was talking today about, because she's, you know, we all are like critical thinkers. But we were saying this was all '90s type stuff, and so when Kevin Samuels went in on brothers about their dating options, where you could date another race, I was like, and we're really making sad. Tommy even said that he don't think that's safe for men to be choosing and being aggressive going after other groups because it could be used against them. Now, even Tommy said that. So, because at the end of the day, that can backfire. If you look it up, you can find that segment that he had with Dominant Shop about picking other groups. Now, I get it. It's a lot of brothers that choose and do what they want. It's nothing wrong with loving the rainbow of females. I get it. But certain other guys that's in other groups don't like the fact that we can take their woman just walking in the room and who we are as the man. So a lot of times that raises a lot of insecurity, and then insecurity is back behind racism. And we gotta understand it's a science to that. So I don't know if Kevin Samuel changed because of the money's good or the reality is good. But everything else, I agree with what he says because he's just repeating other talking points from everybody. But the other group thing of picking, I don't know if I'm cool. I'm not really down with because I don't want brothers to be in an unsafe haven. Because all it takes, you go somewhere. See, everybody knows the blacker you are, the blacker the power. You can annihilate anybody with just the black, genes. Other groups know this, so that's why they're racist. So we can't forget what the Honorable Precious Wilson has taught us, or the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and many other scholars, Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark.
Now let me ask you this. Yeah. Sorry about that, but I don't know if some of these people that are out here and they are becoming popular. I don't know if they for real study like that. I mean, in depth.
I know.
For real.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
To give it to you, they'll have to be because him to repeat Jason's black talking points.
Right.
The business channel is getting studied.
Right.
See,
right,
Jason
right,
Black could just make it private, but he doesn't. But he knows that they're watching him. So they're studying him because the other day I was defending Jason Black and Deep Tubman, and I was going in about how Jason Black was the man, and I had 6 dudes attack me. He was like, well, Jason Black is the hater. That's why he keeps himself hidden, and you don't know what you're talking about.
He said he's a hater?
The man. Yeah, he's a hater. I was like, well, look, when did you ever see Jason Black ever hate? Jason Black was getting people out of jail when we had the social movement time when, we had all this shit going on in the country, in the riots. What you talking about? Jason Black made DVDs to wake you up. Jason Black has told you about gentrification on a bigger scale and exposed supremacy in your face. What are you talking about? He has a channel broadcast every goddamn Sunday and middle through the week or whatever, telling you game and giving you game and giving, him and Tariq both and, Professor Truth. So it's not a new, but they've been studying Jason Black and the business channel. If you ever know, if you look at the business channel, it'd be probably 3,000, 2,000, 4,000 people watching. He might get 80 likes or 120 likes. So they watch, real sneaky stuff. But they watch. I mean, because he's brilliant. You know what I'm saying? He's brilliant. And he's been talking things that everything he usually says come to pass, or it's usually going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And he should get supported most. But see, it's going to come a time and point that's going to come back around. That's going to bite Kevin Samuels because you can't. All the relationship stuff Kevin Samuels gives is 100. I love it. I think it's we need to be telling people, women, what it is and where where men stand and feel and think. But with the racial stuff, I'm not feeling because it's got us in situations where it can make brothers make bad decisions because right now, we hearing racial conflict come back again aggressively but sneakily. We're already getting blamed right now for propaganda against the Asians. So I just don't want brothers to get hurt. But I get what he's trying to say that, hey, you look good, you the man, you can talk to anybody. I get it. But I don't know. I don't know if I feel that brothers should be trying to talk to other groups and think that it's you can just walk up and just do it boldly without a response. It's just one of them things. But I don't know how you feel about it. But Kevin Samuels give good feedback at times. Now, when it comes to Derrick Jaxn, I would say they're the opposite because Derrick Jaxn was giving bad advice for years to females,
Mm.
and that put a
Mm-hmm.
lot of bitterness in men because he was attacking black men, and we call that feminist talk. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's beta male shit. So I didn't expect him to come out like this to get exposed, but I guess people was like they had enough of his shit. So that's now I got my laugh out of me. I'm good, but now I don't like it now because you know the white string media is now picking at Derrick Jaxn and calling him the Ike Turner. So I ain't feeling that. I'm not feeling shit like that. I'm like,
Oh, are they?
see,
Somebody called him Ike Turner. I mean, he had no there wasn't no
yeah.
domestic
Yeah,
issues,
pretty
but
much. You see what I'm saying? But see, that's how propaganda gets started. And I look. The brother was finessing, and look, and I ain't knocking the brother because guess what? Them sisters wanted a nice chocolate brother to tell them what they wanted to hear, and behold, no
mm-hmm.
accountability, no responsibility. So if he got them wet and turned on over him kicking knowledge and saying that God can only judge you and forget what a man say, and he ain't the head of the household, and if a man don't date you with 5 baby daddies and 5 kids, it's wrong. So since he sold that for so long, he became the sex symbol to females. And like
Mm.
pretty like he made himself popular by putting us down for like the last 5 or 6 years.
Wow.
So that's why
Wow.
now he got more dirt coming out on him because I guess other witnesses of females are coming out trying to
Mm.
expose him. But
Oh, really?
it is what it is. It's one of them things. But see, like I tell people, how we not know that this was part of what he wanted? I'm trying to find that Donovan Sharp situation that happened.
Well, while you
I
search for that, I just want to let everybody know we are streaming live on Hakiami YouTube, Harambe Books Facebook page. That's my business page, as well as my Raising Conscious and Capital page as well. So definitely join all of those, whichever one you're on. Definitely like and share and subscribe on my YouTube page as well. So I'd like to thank you for joining in. I'm joined with Brother Red Pill, the Black Order podcast. It's definitely a great opportunity to, have this male related conversation. But certainly, if anybody would like to add a comment, I'll just give out a number, and that's what I need to get a Google Voice number as well. But if anybody want to call, of course, 410-209-9687. Again, 410-209-9687. And definitely I'll give out this brother's contact information as well. And we've been talking about doing this for some time.
for a
So
minute.
now it's like,
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
mean, hey,
yeah,
look, bro, look, we're gonna be doing some more. I got some
let's.
amazing things, but the topic
Yeah.
Kevin Samuels was on called Kevin Samuels on why black men should take race out the argument, and
Mm-hmm.
that's dangerous, bro. That's
Mm.
dangerous. And
Let me look. Let me
I
check
thought
that real
people was
quick too.
like, "Oh, the biggest win was when I stopped using race as a crutch,"
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, look, race is not a crutch when we have people interrogating and discriminating against our people who look like us only and doing things when like we just had the America just raised the lower the flag for Asian Americans getting killed. How many black Americans has been dying they lowered the flag for? You know, and creating this whole conflict of Asians and Asians been abusing blacks for a long history of time. So
Mm-hmm.
him to say that taking race out the issue, I'm offended by that because like, and I
Mm-hmm.
hope this go big viral. I'm offended by that because George Floyd was just killed because he was black. Trayvon
Mm.
Martin was killed because he was black. Tamir Rice was killed because he was black, and
Mm.
many others was killed because they was black. So I'm trying to figure out what is he talking about. And corporate
Mm.
America really discriminate us against because we black. Tyreek has made many times, and I've seen that the most feminine black guy can get promotions and get supported, but a guy who masculine on some Debo, hey, like you come over here, my name is this, and you being alpha or sigma male, women like you, they liking you, they loving you. They'll try to get these guys out the job, or they'll try to find ways to fire you, human resources. So
Mm.
I'm trying to figure out. he's saying we're using that. We can use that in a dating situation, but it, it's some boundaries with dating that when you black. It doesn't work like that easy.
Right.
You
Right.
know, of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
of course, black women can swirl easier because they're
Mm-hmm.
the female. They always been a, they all, it's always been a theory: kill a male and spare the female. And
Mm-hmm.
all races, and we all white supremacists know, if the key to control a nation is to get the woman, get the most
Mm.
chocolate, beautiful black woman. That's what you've been
Mm.
seeing with the alt right and some of these national groups that we've been seeing. They've been marrying and dating black females
Mm.
openly. When we seen the one in the Capitol, we seen a lot of them. A lot of Auntie Mamas and a lot of Willie's kids and Negro pants with white supremacist husbands. You know, but I don't know, man. It's one of them things that he had given me, and you need to check out that because I think it's some matter of fact I'm gonna send it to you because I was like, yo, that's I don't,
Yeah, I saw a little. I saw a little part of that.
Oh yeah, okay, you did. Okay, yeah, I was making sure I know if I sent it to you, but other
when
than
I
that, man,
when
being
I
the FD,
first when I
yeah,
first I only watched like I guess the major thing that Samuels did with
yeah,
the woman and you're a 10 or you ain't a 10. I mean that got a little bit of
right,
well you a 6. I don't know, something told us she was a 6. I saw that. I mean that's neither here nor there. But then I saw another one, and I thought that this sister and I need one of these days I'm gonna be able to share that particular
right,
clip. But I thought that the sister was very fair, and reasonable and considerate, and not necessarily antagonistic. This
right,
particular sister was, and Kevin Samuels was like very rude to her, and I just thought, sometimes we have to have a balance of humanity, right? I mean, because and not necessarily treat everybody as if they are, that it's an antagonistic relationship. And that's I mean, and I got a sense of, although the sister was pleasant and nice and cordial
right,
and respectful, that he just kind of was overboard with it, and kind of like sort of creating an environment that is hostile. I mean,
right,
eventually he hung up on her, but I just
right,
thought, like, you can't. I mean, you can't. You got to treat people that are mature, and they're being respectful, and there wasn't that much differences of opinions. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So, and that's why I just was like, sometimes we have to watch. As men, even within our relationships, we have to watch our
right,
interactions, with ourselves and with women in general, because we still want to set the example, right? Because we have, for those of us that have daughters, you know what I'm saying? It's like we want for
yeah,
for for black men to act like men and protect them and speak,
right,
fair and respectful to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's where, I just think we have to, hopefully, in time,
yeah.
he'll be able to
I
listen
mean,
to
like
somebody.
that's
Right.
part of the show. Like they call in, they know what they up against. They up against, you know, um, a shark. So it's like, and they know what he knows. Like, well, he really knows what he knows. Like, so even when he get opinionated on different things, he can call it and have information on it, and he's sharp with
Mm-hmm.
it for old cat. So it's like, if you're gonna call up there and say something that you ain't prepared to hear the answer, then you shouldn't call the show. But unfortunately, they want to test him to see where he stand, and they want to see if they can challenge him. A lot of times they don't come. You gotta have information when you come to somebody like him. because he knows what he's talking about. At least he did some study on it.
Mm-hmm.
But each in his own. They're getting advice, but I respect his advice for females than I versus the Derrick Jaxn, because Derrick Jaxn was giving people the old Lord bless you and blame it on the devil. Everything you do is the devil. So you party on a Friday, wilding out on Saturday, and saved on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, and so that's been the catch. And so Derrick Jaxn used that same thing with the devil made me. The devil made me, pipe down two of them. That was basically kind of like how he was saying it. But wait a minute, the
Right.
devil made you do it.
So
He has videos of him saying, if a guy does this, this is mean that this guy is not real. For months and for years, he used to go in on men saying that same stuff.
mm-hmm.
If a guy uses his childhood and his broken reality, that means that he is finessing you. But look, he did the same thing.
Mm.
But the truth is, like I tell everybody, and women gotta be educated about that. If you got money and wealth and influence, of course, every man is gonna want a young tenderoni. It's just because he has a different status of hypergamy, or like what you like Jason Black said, he reached the level of as a top producer, selling all them books and making women just fall out, hallelujah, hallelujah, and they all falling out talking about he's the perfect black man. I mean, he's like what 6'6", dark skin, built. That's a sex symbol, and he's a shape dude. So he ate the great ladies' groceries. That's all out there now.
Say that again. He did what?
He ate her groceries. He ate the salad and the groceries. You didn't hear about that? The text messages is all over the internet. Yeah, bro.
Wait a minute. He ate the girls' groceries?
Yeah, see, from behind, the groceries, the whole enchilada. I was just like blown up. And they actually have sent the text messages to all the top YouTube females.
Oh no, I didn't know nothing about that, bro. I ain't know what you meant.
Okay, my bad. I'm using hip hop slang. I didn't know. He ate the groceries, ate the box from behind, and the lady said, "Yeah, he was good. I love a nice chocolate."
Wait a minute. That's so wait a minute. So go back. So this is like so wait a minute. So I got partially that this was something about some women that thought that they were courting, right? That thought that they were.
Well, it's two.
Oh,
it's
really?
Two far as we know.
Okay.
He admitted that he had relationships the whole time because he keeps a penthouse on the side. Anyone knows if you got a penthouse somewhere where it's pretty and tropical, you got something going on the side. But all his book deals and life coach deals he was messing around with the females.
Okay.
Like I say, I never block a guy from liking his interests. It was just that he was hating on black men for years and putting us down, that we couldn't have interest. He tried to make us feel like we couldn't like sex, but he was there having sex and liking other females. But the whole time he painted this image that black guys was the bad guy for liking what they like naturally, that comes in our nature of ability as a man. It's hardware in our brain. So, it was just like, wow, this dude really is, and so this is why you saw a lot of brothers was really going at him for like the last couple of days. It's not that they hate Derrick Jaxn, because a lot of them look up to him. They actually love a brother. It was because Derrick Jaxn was putting us down to sell his books to vulnerable, bitter, and daddy issue, no daddy at home, single black female. ADH, or you know what I'm saying? They got daddy issues. The ones who can't hold a conversation without being toxic. The one who don't know how to be nurturing. She don't know how to cook and clean. She can twerk. The one who always blame everything. Only God can judge me. Hallelujah. Only them. So they bought all his stuff. Most of them. I was talking to somebody the other day who was at a church. They told me that Derrick Jaxn came to Maryland and 600 books of his books got sold out.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, so I heard he's making millions. That's why he was buying sports cars. I mean, he's really living a nice life. So it's really worked for him.
Hey, let me. I just want to show something real fast. Remember,
Okay.
I was looking for it and it came to me. Remember, I said where Kevin Samuels gets a lot of his information from. Let me see something.
Right.
So a lot of things come from this book. Oh, that's nice. I can do it like that. I don't know if I can. Let me see. Can you see this? Is it on the
Yeah, I can see
screen?
that. Yeah, black and
Yeah.
single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, black and single. So when he is talking of meeting and choosing a partner who's right for you, Dr.
Right.
Larry Davis. Now, I read this book some years ago, but when he's talking about, women or, being a 10 versus being, a 5 or a 6, I mean, and not to say that somebody else can't, create their own system, but I
Right.
believe that he got that direct, and he's never. I mean, he may have mentioned it, but I'm one.
Probably
I
did.
always give credit, man. You can. There's no giving somebody else some shine
Of course.
doesn't dim your light. So
It's not wrong with that. He
yeah,
usually gives shout outs from what I hear.
yeah,
You
yeah. I
know.
mean, I'm sure he possibly, but I just want to put that out there. So when he talking about a 10 for this, a 9, an 8 for looks and occupation, education, career, I just want to say, people
Yeah.
can go and read those books themselves and kind of get an objective
Right.
analysis because how he
And he never gave Jason Black a shout out, even though I know he studied the
right.
business channel. But he probably don't do it because Jason Black is controversial and people scared of Jason Black and they don't want to let Zaddy know that he's a black aware.
Now let me ask you: do you believe that with Samuel's growth and his expansion, do you believe that white males, because we're seeing a pattern, for
Oh
instance,
yeah.
do you believe that white males are obviously, I mean, on one level, for instance, for Samuels, obviously, white males, because they control the fashion and this
Right. My bad, it's
they
my dog.
this yeah, they control all of these brands that he's attempting to connect with the different fragrances and the clothing lines and the watch
Right.
lines and everything, and I'm like, well, I hope that some black brands can get some play in that flow. You know what
He
I'm
has he
saying?
has
Like,
to control the narrative because what happened is, see, old Duke Jackson and then Black Manosphere, and I give credit to old Duke Jackson. One thing old Duke Jackson have done, I've studied and watched him. People pick on him, but he has put a lot of good dudes in the Black Manosphere. So,
mm-hmm.
but when these guys go platinum and go big, like he was saying, they gotta know how to reach back or go back to where they come from because the black community built them up, and then when they cross over, they become big in the white community or other races and communities. That's what
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Samuels is probably headed now because everybody is reaching out to him because he is the like something fresh and different and bringing out things that people want to hear. Because and for years we had these life coaches like Derrick Jaxn telling chicks that, well, you ain't overweight if you 350 or 250 and you 5'6". Kevin Samuels was like, no, you need to lose some weight. You need to go to the gym. You need to work
Mm-hmm.
on your health. You need to work on this. You need to do that before you think you can choose somebody. Or
Wait a
you need to
minute.
do therapy.
He said you could be 5'6"
Yeah.
and 250 pounds.
Did you see the video he did with the girls last night calling them a little football player?
Wait,
Yeah,
no, who you talking about? Samuels or Derek Johnson?
Samuels.
He called a
Sam,
football player.
let me send it to
Oh
you.
Lord.
I'm
Man, I
about
don't know if I can take that. But no, so no. But here's the thing. I mean, and I think tone, temperament,
He's a
and
watered down
your
Tommy.
intent. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I mean, and this is where even in most African civilizations and culture, it was
Right.
like what what is your intention of your heart,
Right.
of doing these things. And this is where, regardless of, and having things such as compassion and empathy,
Right.
we're at war,
Now I
man,
get
and
that too.
there's been various forces. Dr. Africa talks about, forces that, create dysfunctionality. And, health, certainly, and nutrition has been a
Right.
warfare against our people. So I believe if the balance of that is, if we're going to, have these critiques, for instance, we have to be able to say, look, well, I'm going to bring somebody on my platform
Right.
that's
True.
teaching like a Queen of Four. I'm going to
Right.
bring
Yeah.
somebody that's going to teach, holistic health to these
Holistic
women.
health.
Yeah, and
Yeah, because
so
I
that
guess you got a point. I mean, it is fun. It was hilarious because you said you built like a Bernie Sanders and an Emmett Smith, you
dang,
know.
dang,
And the lady was like, well, but like some of them are so stubborn, he have to talk to them like that just to reach them because they so used to Pookies and Ray Rays talking to them
yeah.
rough. Where he have to come out of his element to talk generous because some people think he rude, but I try not to like look at that because some of these women been used to blaming the bad, their failures in relationships or they
Mm-hmm.
relationship junkies, but they pick some of these rude dudes that they get ran through with, and then when they want to settle down or they want to love or a marriage, and they look for guys like me and you that's compassionate, leader, upright, doing the right thing in life. And then what he's trying to tell them, like, look, well, how you think you're gonna be able to do this if you playing with a guy's time and he should just wait, or you could just say anything? And so he have to come at them how them Pookies and Ray Rays used to come at them to get his point
Mm.
across because some of them has been so toxic dealing with some of these toxic men that that's the only thing they've been used to. So if a guy like me,
Mm.
you talk intellectual like a scholar, they feel like you weak or you nerd or you below me. So he have to get like he have to move and shuck and be like, no, I'm not. Like, there was one chick came on there and I know he know about what's going on because he said, don't be coming on my show bucking your eyes and being rude. And I bust out laughing. So he was letting everybody know in words that she came on the show acting like a coon. You know, and guess what? I give them props for that because no love for coons, no love for coons and simps. Coons and simps, you know what I'm saying? No love for them, no love for them. You know what I'm saying?
now, for those that may not know, I saw my sister. She's a good friend. She said, "Well, yeah. So you can't be nice to a black woman, or you gonna be called a simp." Something to that effect. Like, this is the
Right.
definition of simp. And I didn't say anything, but I just think I do think that there are some simps. You,
There's some simps.
you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Full
Umar
disclosure.
Johnson got rich being a simp. He said, sister, give your donations, sister. The R&B Academy School, and guess what? He did that for 10 years, and we have no school. And guess what? He's still showing his beard. He's still some people showing up. He still ain't proved nothing to us. And guess what? He is the King Kong of simps. You
Mm.
know, you know, and people still give him donations. You
Yeah, I
know,
can't believe it. I
that's
can't
Derrick
believe it.
Jaxn cousin. Him and Derrick Jaxn is cousins.
Whose cousin?
Him and Derrick Jaxn are the best cousins right now with nephew. They went to black females and pandering. He did it with the school. He did it with
Mm.
books. Oh, I was homeless. I was lonely, man, and everything. The Derrick Jaxn stole the
Who,
whole
Dirk? He was homeless, really?
Yeah, he was
Oh, he
homeless.
said he was. Okay,
He said
okay.
he was. I'm not. Hey, I don't want nobody to be homeless, but
Yeah.
guess what? If you can be a handsome black man, 6'6", dark skin, looking built, being alpha, and you tell a woman like, I love Jesus. God loves me. I love the Lord. The Lord has blessed me.
Mm.
I ask for God to lead the way, and your man is a sinner. He's going to hell for cheating on you. And if you're a single
Mm.
mom, if a guy don't date you or want to be your husband, adopt your kids, he ain't a
Mm.
man. He's a boy. And
Oh,
your woman was like,
word.
"Oh my Lord, he's the best husband. I love
Oh.
this my God." And then they just start donating. I was like, you know what? Here's
Wow.
$500 in the name of Jesus. They
Mm.
big hat,
Mm.
peppermints in the church. So they all fell in love with him. So he is like cousin of the Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson, they fell in love with him because he says, "Hey, I am the RBG and the King Kong of consciousness. I'm the best, and no one is better than me. I'm the best scholar out there. And then everybody was like, "Oh, I just love him. He's just so aggressive. He loved our young boys and children." And he's the church of the RBG church. So we have Derrick Jaxn and Umar of the two churches. And the difference is Kevin Samuels is neither one of them. He just gives the truth with a punch, and he walks off and be like, and he goes like just at the end with the little death song of the army song, and then he'd be bounced out, and sisters be like, I don't know if I was ready for that. So
man, I remember.
But
some
that's
years
Jason
ago.
Black talking points, because Jason Black is the only dude who like turn down your radio, moron. I just told you what to do. So Jason, look, my daughter repeats Jason Black talking points. You heard what I said. Look it up. Look it up.
Right.
Only a fool would do that. That's how that's Jason Black all day. Like if we could get all of Jason Black's clips and snippets of him getting on people, turn your radio down. Your mom's on crack, and he cuts off, and he just goes off the next broadcast. No more Ron. It's white supremacy. And they'll come on his show and be like, and then he'll just say, you know what? He ain't take his medication. Next person. I love hey man. Look, my children, my teenagers be looking for every Sunday for people to call in Jason Black show. Like it's entertainment, bro. Because they love people who So Kevin Samuels took that character of Jason Black and manifested it in his show. That's why he's like, what? Don't come on here doing that. I'll cut you off. So Jason Black is like that. If you think of the same, it's the difference is you don't see Jason Black. But Kevin Samuels have the suit on and the little tie and be like his little music, R&B music, like Tevin Campbell. But he's kind of like Descent. He's like, the T-Rex. He's kind of like, a Simon on the show. He's not going to come with ignorance. You're not going to get away with it. So that's why, like, a lot of people attract to Kevin Samuels, but they don't realize who they really attracted to is Jason Black. Because Jason Black is the only one who can be intellectual and let you know that he can put you in your place. Intellectual, you know what I'm saying, asshole.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, no, I appreciate, certain Jason Black's
all day.
Understanding of the global system of racism, white supremacy.
Of course.
And, it's a reality. And not that in our minds and in our actions, I always believe that we have to counter that, of course. And we're not necessarily impaired by that, but we can't, on the same token, we can't contribute to that, right? And this is what I mean by, even although they will allow for, some or one black male to prosper, as a coon, as a simp, as some token, if you will, in the context of how even some of the little rappers are out here, just kind of being degenerates and putting out murder, death, kill music.
Songs, yeah.
And
Simp putting out simp songs too. The Quavo situation was what Kevin Samuel go. Quavo is one of the Migos. Because of people like the rise of Derrick Jaxn is the reason why we had Quavo experience a situation with giving a woman $2 million, never married her, and she left him after she got $2 million in the new Bentley.
What?
Yeah. $2 million in a new Bentley. One of the Migos is the biggest simps. I'll send that to you because it's no game getting taught. No matter. Feminine need to work for that type of position. He gave her $2 million a new Bentley.
Wasn't even his wife?
Nope. She did just like this. She flicked him like he was a booger.
And how old was he?
I mean, he in his mid-20s, but still, it's like.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to get the gist of.
Right.
Like, well, what in the hell are you doing? Like, I mean, like, what kind of mind does this woman have? Because that you thinking that you got to give her that. What kind of business mind, first and foremost, do you have to
Hey.
think that to think that I mean, is she gonna invest it? I mean, was she
Man, she didn't do
some?
nothing, man. She straight clown that fool. And the thing is, because of the reason why OnlyFans and the OnlyFans came up because of Simps, and Simps made secret entanglements, secret arrangements. They're
Mm-hmm.
both apps where you can go on and take pictures or do whatever, and you get a sugar daddy. Sugar
Mm.
daddy became the way. The last couple of years has become the new thing that you can just put the money up or a bid up and get what you want. So they have
Mm.
apps for that now. And then you
Wow.
have the OnlyFans page where you can just do whatever. You had one
Right.
mom, was made 150,000. So with all that coming being said, that simping has become like the norm now. It was never simping. It was people respected people and they had to grow to like somebody and to deal with them and
Mm-hmm.
meet up. But now since social media, women got more options where they can manipulate and create whole. I mean, they got an app now that you can literally text another guy, emailing, and sneaky talking to him, and then you can shake your phone while you talking, and it'll
Mm-hmm.
skip to the Candy Crush.
Mm.
It'll hide everything in the vault while you texting him.
Mm.
So the husband go look at the phone, like, "What are you doing?" And then you can be like, "Oh, I'm playing Candy Crush." They got 500 apps. Just look. When you have a chance, look up secret apps on the App Store. They got 500 apps how to cheat and manipulate your wife or your husband.
Wow.
So
For
who's
real?
creating? That's what we wonder.
Wow, that's
They're
crazy.
trying to hurt the society of marriage and the family foundation itself.
Mm.
You can push a button and everything disappear and lock itself in the vault.
Mm.
But nah, man. I don't want to hold this segment long, but
Yeah,
you know,
no. We
all of
good.
them are like,
We good.
in the love of blackness. I love all of them brothers, but
Mm-hmm.
nobody's perfect in this, this black universe. We just know
Right.
that when we got to critique different things, we know that we got to, work on bettering self and bettering each other every day.
Mm. I say.
But I understand with Derrick Jaxn. I used to hear them, Wu Tang, and we used to hear the nation used to always say, you got the 85%, you got the 5%, and you got the 10%. People love being deaf, dumb, and blind. I can't knock people hustle. With Umar, you know what I'm saying, to
Wow.
Derrick Jaxn, to Kevin Samuels, I can't knock them. Get the bag, keep it
Yeah.
moving. I love all of them. Even I love Umar, even though he made all them light skin jokes and midget jokes. I still love him too. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he'll
Yeah.
get himself together one day. Being you know what I'm saying, the King Kong of consciousness. The Lord Walrus. I love that little
The
puppet.
most
The
requested
African puppet.
scholar
You
in the
know,
world. The
yeah.
most requested scholar.
I'm a descendant of Marcus Garvey. I'm a descendant. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Of Rosa Parks. I'm a descendant of Elijah Muhammad because I'm light skinned.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he's always go in. I'm a descendant. People, and I think one of these call himself related to Moses and Abraham. But it works
Right.
because he's the church of the RBG. You
Right.
know,
Right.
it
Right.
is what it is, man. It's silly, but yeah, man. And hopefully they can take all that money and influence it where it can get. Kevin Samuels is probably about to go mainstream, so I think that's what's about to happen. But
Mm-hmm.
he's saying leave race out of it on mainstream shit. I don't know. And I'm gonna send you the Donovan shop with the white supremacists attacking him. Jason Black predicted that.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
heavy. White
Yeah.
supremacists tore his ass up today. They're trying to make the LGBT community go after him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So. Yeah, man. Well,
Jason
all right,
Black
my brother.
told
So
him.
we'll. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
No. Jason Black predicted a lot of stuff that's about to
Mm-hmm.
happen on Black YouTube. That's about to take place. But we'll wrap it up. I enjoyed this talk with you, chopping it up. We have to do one
Definitely.
once a week.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it, brother. So. All right,
Yes.
everybody, definitely check me out on Success Scholar on IG, Instagram, Success Scholar on Clubhouse as well, and my Twitter is Success Scholar 1 on Twitter. So go ahead and put out your contact information, brother, again.
Oh, of course, I'm Red Pill Awareness on Instagram, and you can check me out on the Black Order Podcast and the Blue Pill Escape on YouTube. If you want to hear about topics dealing with motivation, love, health, fitness, and just science, I'm one of them guys. I like to talk about it all and bring about it all and bring solutions, not just talking.
That's
Solutions
right. sure.
Check out my man, Success Scholar. He's got that real deal that's killing the community and getting people on their purpose and doing better in life. That's some real high value talk. He's changed
Right,
my life.
absolutely.
Peace and
That's
love.
what need to do. Thank you, brother. All right,
You
peace,
will.
blessings.
Peace.
All right, everybody. Till next time, we out.
Oh.
Let me end this here. Make sure I end this right.